everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to show you the plants that are growing on my front porch this summer. If you watched my video last year around this time, you will probably notice that some of the plants are different plants than what I have out here this time. Some are in different places, like in the house, or they might have died, or they could be around back. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm about to turn the channel around and show you my porch plants. All right, everyone. I just saw one of my friends coming by my house stalking. That's what that little smile and wave were about just now. But anyway, this is my Hoya Congo, and I've had this plant for a few years. I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years. I'm not sure. But you can see it started off as a Birkin, and when I purchased it, it had 1 or 2 leaves that had reverted back to the Hoya Congo, which was really what I was going for. So that is the main reason why I purchased this plant, is because I love the Hoya Congo. I have not split these plants apart because I think it's a pretty cool look. And I did just put this in a larger pot. I thought this plant was a crawler the way mine is growing, but I think I read that it's not. Mine is just growing weird. So at any rate, it's healthy. This is one of the plants that I usually have at work, but it's out on my front porch right now. Next, we have my ghost euphorbia, and it is has been a slow grower for me. And I think I got this plant from Growing Green Nursery in North Carolina. Down here, this is a kind of philodendron. I'm not exactly sure what kind this is, but I got this as a plug at a local nursery called the Succulent Garden in West Virginia. Now this blooming plant is a gloxinia. You can see the leaves are very bleached out. My front porch gets morning light, and sometimes it is a little bit too strong for some of the plants. But this is one of my gloxinias. The other one has a much healthier look, and it's in my kitchen. But it's kind of similar to an African violet, and it propagates the same too. Down here is my variegated euphorbia. I don't know, I can't remember the exact name of it. This is a crown of thorns. I'm not sure if you can see this. Let me move it into the light. So this is one of my crowns of thorns, and it is a hybrid of the regular crown of thorns. I'm not exactly sure the cultivar or any of that. This is my other crown of thorns, and it is really doing well. I have I think I have potted this plant up once so far, but it's so bushy and beautiful, and I love the color of the blooms. Now beside it, this is one of my Finlaysonii, Hoya Finlaysonii plants, and I'll try to see if I can grab it. Yeah, so this plant is it has really improved. I will say that it has put on maybe 6 new leaves since I put it out on the front porch. And I have been fertilizing it also, but it was not doing anything in the house. And now it's really growing. Right here, this is my Hoya Vetella. And I know I'm mispronouncing that. It's really growing a lot outside also. It has a lot of new leaves here that haven't even hardened off yet. This is a plant that I got from what is the name of the nursery? It's a nursery in Maryland. I think it's called, oh, I know, it's called Plants Alive. It's a very nice nursery that my best friend took me to. Next, up here, and let's see if I can get at a different angle so you can see it better. This is one of my jungle cacti, and I'm telling you, once I put this outside, it really did take off, and it is huge. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it's time to bring this plant back inside, but it's massive now, and it's done very well. And this pot was perfect for it. I get some of my pots from Ollie's, and I thought this was a beautiful pot for this plant to go in. Oh, I skipped this one. This is an Easter cactus, and it does have an orange bloom. And when I say that this plant was almost graveyard dead multiple times, it was, believe me, but now it is coming back into its own. It has a little baby off to the side, which was a piece that broke off. So I can say, don't give up. If your plants look like they're almost dead, keep on going. It will be okay. Now here is my Hoya Globulosa, and you can see here's a leaf. It's on its way out. I think, I don't know why that's turning yellow, but this is another plant that has done well being outside on the porch. You can see there's one of the original leaves, or one of the leaves that grew when it was in the house. You can see a lot of these leaves are brand new because they are bright green. So that's Hoya Globulosa. Now down here, this is another euphorbia that I've had for many years, and I got this plant from Walmart. Yes, Walmart, a few years back. And when I put it outside, it grows very well. I think it doesn't grow as well in the house because I'm afraid to rot it. So I don't water it very much when it's in the house. But outside, it does well. I keep saying that, but it's true. Now, down here, let me see. I'm going to try to move my chair over a little so you can see better. All right, so this is a Hoya Carnosa freckles. And some of you all may recognize this plant from Home Depot. But I can tell you right now, this plant is unrecognizable from the way it was when I first got it. Let me see. Hold on, people. Let me get this plant. So, look at this plant. And I have fought mealies on this plant because, of course, you know, it's a Hoya. Hoyas get mealies. But the leaves, look at this leaf. If you see this plant at Home Depot, just get it. It has the growth of a Carnosa, because it is a Carnosa. And it just doesn't, it's not phased. It's not phased by anything. So I highly recommend it. All right, down here in the back, and see, y'all have me moving stuff. I'm gonna end up falling down out here trying to get these plants. This plant here in the back, excuse the noise because I'm on a very busy street. This is one of my Hoya Obivatas, and this plant is growing in moss in a jar. I'll try to get it for you. Okay, I got it. So Here it is. So this plant is a propagation from my big Obiva that's in the house. And I hope this microphone is not making too much noise. But I think that I'm going to end up taking this out. Like, I might have to break the glass of the jar in order to get this plant out, because I've let it stay in here a long time. And you can see it has new growth. It has a long stem growing on it now. So I have been fertilizing it. A lot of people ask me, what do I use? I used to use Neptune's Harvest, and that's a great fertilizer. But to be honest with you, right now I use Miracle Grow, and Miracle Grow is doing very well for me for all of my plants, my outdoor garden as well as my indoor plants. I do dilute the Miracle Grow. I don't use it full strength all of the time, but when I have something like this plant that's just planted in a jar of moss, I know, see it, you can tell it needs fertilizer, because it's nothing to it but just moss. So this plant is doing very well using Miracle Grow and moss and water. And there's a nice shot of my limelight hydrangea tree. It's finally blooming. Finally blooming. All right, so now over here, let me see if I can get this back without messing it up. All right, back here, this is my Hoya Carnosa. When I first put this plant outside, I will admit that the leaves became very sun stressed because I had it in a prominent position. Right now it's hidden in the background behind a chair and some other plants, and it is growing. It has several new leaves. I can't complain. One thing about my Hoya Carnosa, it doesn't have perfect leaves on it. It's okay though. It still does well. All right, next. So we've made our way to the corner of the porch, and this is my giant Fiddle Leaf Fig. And this plant I've had, I don't know how many years, a long time, and it's gone through changes. I've chopped it back, it regrows. It's a very tough plant as far as with its comeback. It comes back from adversity, so just take it from me. If I can grow it, you can too. One day soon, I hope to pull this plant out and let it spread out so I can see the shape that it's in, to see how it falls naturally, and then I may do another prune on it to make sure it's not looking wonky when I bring it back in the house. So that's my Fiddle Leaf Fig. Her name is Fig. And yes, down here the trunks are showing, but it also has some new growth coming up from the bottom. Now I'm going to pull this next plant out so you can see. This is my Raphidaphora Tetrasperma. It took me a while to remember that. So my Raphidaphora Tetrasperma is just sitting in the Fiddle Leaf Figs pot. Okay, let me just pull this out so you can see it. And this plant has come back from sticks. What can I say? It's growing in just an old plastic container that was a snack jar. And It's one of the plants that I will have at work on my shelf. And my students saw me cutting it back and their eyes were wide. I said, oh, it'll be okay. So it's doing well. You can see it has so much new growth on it. And it's enjoying its life back there in the Fiddle Leaf Fig's shade. So that's Raphidaphora Tetrasperma. Now, over here beside the Fiddle Leaf Fig, I have several plants on the plant shelf. One is my rickrack cactus. It's not really looking the best. I think it's, I don't know, it's having some issues, some yellowing, but I think these are older pieces. It's still growing though. It still hasn't bloomed for me yet. Next, one of my jade plants. This is a golem jade. This is one of those geometric cacti that I got at Walmart. Another little jade plant. Now this plant here is Hoya Underelada, and this Hoya Underelada has some new growth on it where it has taken so long to give me new growth in the past few months. Now since I've had it, it has grown, but it took a big break, and now it has decided to give me some more new growth. And it's also sun stressed, so I'm very happy that it is happy and it's off break. Back here behind it, I have a Stapelia cactus, Stapelia gigantea, I believe it's called. And last year it did bloom. It's the starfish cactus. In the front, this one in the front is a, what is it called? Quadrangularis. Cissus. I think it's Cissus quadrangularis. And it's in the grape family. You can see it has leaves like a grape because it is a kind of a grape. It's in the grape family. Be careful if you have one of these because they do break easily. I broke some of mine off. It's in the house rooting now though. At the bottom, I have another Hoya. It's a Hoya Crimson Queen, I think. It was not labeled when I got it, so I'm not sure exactly what it is. But I think that's what it is. It just has kind of rounder leaves. These are my begonias that are hanging from my porch. Another view of everything on the porch. Oh, one more. This is my agave americana, and my husband and I got that plant when we went to the beach one year. One of the shop owners gave us a pup from her plant, so we were blessed enough to be able to bring it home and start growing it, and it's doing very well. All right, I'm going to pan on over and go this way. So right here you can see I have one of my rubber trees. I just cut this back because it was looking really crazy, but you can see it has a lot of new growth. The reason it was looking crazy is because of neglect. It wasn't getting enough light, and now that it's outside it should do better. I do have a few charcoal broiled leaves that need to come off. But yeah, I'll just pull those off now. Remove them. So I did chop this plant up just yesterday. I chopped off a piece of it, this piece, and I have them propagating in soil in the house. So hopefully I will be able to have some more of this ficus. I think this is a ficus ruby. Yes. To go in the pot. Here's a mixed pot of sedum. I've had this for many years. I've had the sedum for many years, but in this pot only a couple of years. And it has some mums also growing in the pot. And then on this side, I have my dragon fruit that I did decide to bring back outside. Yes, it does have some morning glory that's growing in it that needs to be pulled out. All right, so now I think I will take you around back and we will look quickly at how the garden is doing, and that will end this video. Here we go. So hopefully you all enjoy looking at outdoor plants. Also, this is my green stalk. I do have some squash, some beans, other plants growing in here, even a watermelon. Hopefully we will be able to get some from that, but with all the rain we've been having, it seems to be doing well. Here's a quick look at the squash and the greens that are growing inside of my upper garden. Here's my arch. This has loofah, it has spaghetti squash, and it has climbing zucchini and plants like that on it. Going back around this way, I have a few succulents down here. Some of my seashells. I'm still working out how I want that part to look. My Rose of Sharon tree with our owl, the protector. Down here we have a zucchini plant and some other greens, Brussels sprouts. These have a touch of powdery mildew, but I think it'll be okay. You can see there's a zucchini right there. Over here, this is the time of year to restart your squash because of the vine borer and other things. I do have some young okra down here also. This is an example of a climbing zucchini. It's my first time growing this, so I'm hoping that it will do well. I have some more volunteer tomatoes there, some tomatoes here, and some greens, some kale there. I'm going kind of fast on this part, but hopefully you can get the idea. All right. And I do have some peppers over there too. They're not producing anything yet. Here we have a few more of my plants. This is my main crimson queen here, and it has a lot of new growth on it out here. This is my jungle boogie philodendron. This is one of my begonia maculatas, Calathea macayana, Stromanthe, Tenanthe, a peace lily, Aglaonema, the Mataphyllum species, plants in quarantine. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video of my plants and a quick tour of my garden to see how it is doing. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye.